Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Daily Vlogs. I'm Keone, and in tonight's vlog, I want to talk to you all a little bit about a childhood cartoon that I used to love watching as a kid. And the childhood cartoon that I used to love watching as a little kid was Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. Now, as I was growing up around Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, I always found that TV show to be really cool, and it did have some pretty funny moments in some episodes of it. But ultimately, it kind of sucks that after the era of Buzz Lightyear of Star Command came to an end, that was it. There was no other, media or, figures from the Buzz Lightyear of Star Command kind of series ever again. But that being said, I know, a long time ago, Disney and Pixar did make a game that was titled Disney and Pixar Learning 2nd to 3rd Grade. And within that kind of subline, I want to say they did do two versions of it. One being based in Andy's room during the events of Toy Story 2. And then they also made a Buzz Lightyear variant where it was just Buzz with his fellow Space Rangers going across the galaxy and fighting off Zurg while helping citizens across the Gamma Quadrant. And within that kind of Buzz Lightyear variant of the Disney and Pixar Learning 2nd to 3rd Grade game, it did feature some familiar faces from Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. That, of course, being all the Space Rangers, which comprised of Buzz, Mira, and Commander Nebula. But, yeah, those were the only 3 Space Rangers that were in that game. And obviously, guys, another thing from the Buzz Lightyear 2nd to 3rd Grade styled game, it did also feature a familiar kind of place from Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, that being the Star Command space station. So that's really neat how Disney and Pixar kinda brought back the cast, or the remaining members of the OG Buzz Lightyear Star Command cast, and they kinda remodeled them to kind of look like they'd be toys in the Toy Story universe. And to give you all an example of what I mean about like the Space Rangers looking like toys is that obviously with Buzz, obviously within the kind of Buzz Lightyear version of the Disney Pixar second to third grade game, you may notice that his suit looks very much like how he was in Toy Story, which obviously is something that never appeared in the Buzz Lightyear of Star Command TV series. So to see that kind of change within the Pixar universe is kind of cool. And to be honest, guys, I kind of wish Pixar could somehow like revisit those Toy Story redesigned Star Command characters, just in a little bit more of a deeper you know what I'm trying to say, guys. But for those of you who don't, what I'm trying to say is that, yeah, I would really love to see Pixar revisit the old Star Command cast from the Disney Pixar Learning second to third grade Buzz Lightyear game. Just kind of in a more deeper perspective. But yeah. Now, in terms of what I feel like would be really cool to see nowadays here in 2024 is obviously, since I and probably a bunch of other people out there had grown up around Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, I kind of feel like it would be very cool if both Disney and Netflix were to partner up and make a brand spanking new Buzz Lightyear TV series that could maybe like be in the same kind of style as Transformers Rescue Bots Academy, only instead of like transforming robots, it would feature Space Rangers. Hence why I feel like the certain Buzz Lightyear TV series that both Disney and Netflix could possibly release at some point in time should definitely be titled Space Ranger Academy, which would basically be a show about Buzz, Booster, and Mira teaching a new generation of young space cadets to becoming honorary Space Rangers. But yeah, and I guess also within like the certain Space Ranger Academy series, I can totally imagine it being just like Rescue Bots Academy, where it would teach like valuable lessons within each of the episodes. And yeah, I just feel like something like that would look really cool to see on Netflix. But I'm not going to get my hopes up too soon about something like that happening, because, let's face it, the era of Buzz Lightyear of Star Command is over. But I guess that doesn't really have to mean that we'll never see a Buzz Lightyear TV show again. Because it's like, with Toy Story 5 on the horizon, who knows? Maybe Pixar will consider making like either a 2D animated Toy Story series that could take place either in between the 1995 Toy Story and Toy Story 2, or they could possibly go into like a whole new route where it would basically be like maybe a revival of Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, only this time it would take place on our planet, Earth. And yeah. But yeah, only time will tell if anything Buzz Lightyear related appears on television screens. Since, yeah, I mean, I feel like it's definitely been over a decade since we've seen anything related to Buzz Lightyear on TV screens. But anyway, I think that's about it for this episode of Daily Vlogs. Make sure to stay tuned for more videos like this. And yeah. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.